The 2024 NBA draft just ended, but guess what everyone's buzzing about? It's not the top pick or the team predictions for next season. Nope. It's the spotlight on the late second round pick. And boy, it's for an epic reason. Imagine this. LeBron James, the legend himself, is going to play in the NBA with his son, LeBron James Jr. Yep, you heard that right. The NBA has never seen anything like this before, and the fans are going wild at the thought of it. Can you picture this? It's like something out of a basketball fairy tale. The GOAT teaming up with his own kid. The season is set to be one for the history books. And we can't wait to watch this father-son duo light up the court together. Before getting to our main discussion, if you still haven't subscribed to our channel, do it right now for more interesting content about the NBA. After 2 years of endless speculation, it's finally official. Gordie James is headed to the NBA.
Los Angeles Lakers select Bronny James from the University of Southern California.
Some scouts and GMs are already throwing shade, saying Bronny isn't even worth a late second round pick, and that his real value lies in his famous last name and the perks that come with it. But let's be real for a second, how valuable is a second round pick anyway? The debate is heating up. LeBron himself has made it clear. If I could choose anyone to play with, it's Bronny. He's number one on my list. I gotta be on the floor with Bronny.
To the NBA, I want to be on the same. I want to be on the court with him. I think that would be an unbelievable moment.
Who do you want to play with?
Bronny is number one on my list.
That's dope.
He's number one on my list that I want to play with.
So, is Bronny James the real deal, or is it all just because of his superstar dad? We can't wait to see how this story unfolds. Meet Ken Griffey, a former major leaguer and a 3-time All-Star. And here's Ken Griffey Jr., his son. Back in 1990, these two pulled off one of the coolest feats a father and son can achieve. They played in the MLB together, and I don't just meet at the same time. They were on the same team, sharing the same outfield. It's probably one of the most rarest and most badass things you'll ever see in sports. Making it to the big leagues is impressive, but playing in the big leagues alongside your kid, that's a club with only 2 members, the Griffies. And if that wasn't incredible enough, on September 14th, 1990, the Griffies did something you'll probably never see again in your lifetime. Ken Griffey Sr. steps up and smashes a 2-run homer to center field. The crowd goes wild. Then right after, Ken Griffey Jr. steps up and blasts another home run to left center field. Back-to-back homers by father and son. What can't these guys do? The Griffies were legendary, becoming the first and only father-son duo in MLB history to play together. But guess what? They weren't the first father-son duo in professional sports history. Stay tuned because there's more to this story. This is Gordie Howe, one of the greatest hockey players ever to hit the ice. With 4 Stanley Cups, 6 MVPs, and a record-breaking career in the NHL, Gordie was already a legend, but his coolest feat, that would be playing professional hockey with his sons. Meet Mark and Marty Howe, Gordie's sons. They played alongside their dad in both the WHA and the NHL for 5 seasons. And if you're thinking, wait, isn't Gordie a bit too old for pro sports? You're right. Gordie started his NHL career in 1946 at just 18 years old and kept playing until he was 51. So, why am I talking about the home runs and Gordie Howe? Because they're awesome, of course, but also because of these two, LeBron and Bronny James. They're on track to achieve something equally epic in their own sport. They're set to be the first father-son duo to play together in the NBA. Yet the question remains, how justified is the backlash over the Lakers picking him in the second round? To answer this, let's look at Bronny's potential as an NBA prospect. Currently, NBADraft.net rates him 88 overall across 12 metrics, placing him on the lower end of recent second round picks, but within the range of typical mid to late first rounders. Let's break down his college stats. Averaging 5 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists per game, with shooting splits of 47% from the field, 30% from 3, and 69% from the free throw line. These numbers, especially for a smaller guard, don't shout NBA star potential. Comparatively, over the last 5 years, other late second round picks had more impressive collegiate stats. In fact, Bronny's numbers might be among the least productive in NBA history for a college prospect. Only 3 players drafted in the first 2 rounds of the NBA had similar or lower college stats. Looking at a chart of second round picks over the past decade, based on box plus minus and minutes per game, Bronny falls in a tough spot. While many of these players don't stay in the NBA, they were often key players in college programs. Bronny's NBA dreams are inspiring. The numbers and comparisons suggest he faces an uphill battle to prove himself worthy of an NBA roster spot. In recent years, second-round sleepers like Nikola Jokic, Jalen Brunson, Herb Jones, and Jordan Clarkson have just shown how valuable a second round pick can be. However, the reality checks comes from the stats over the past decade. Only 1 in 5 second round picks never even suit up for an NBA game. Of those who do, roughly 17 out of 24 rookies make it to a second season, but only 8 of those stick around for long enough to become a consistent rotational player. Taking it further, on average, only 4 of these picks have become stars in their NBA careers. That's about 1 in 8. Looking at the last decade, only 2 second round picks, Nikola Jokic and Jalen Brunson, became All-Stars. While drafting a potential diamond in the rough in the second round can be a game changer, passing up on a player who could become a key player or even an MVP caliber star is a risk few front offices want to take. As a late second round pick, if Bronny can contribute anyway in the NBA, he'll already exceed expectations. While it would be amazing if Bronny developed into a player like Davion Mitchell or Aaron Holiday, the truth is, if he can bring any positive value to his team, then drafting him will have been a solid choice. Historically, late second round picks are reserved for players who might have been overlooked or didn't fully shine in college. Organizations take these picks as low risk, high reward opportunities. If they don't pan out, it's par for the course. If they do, they've beaten the odds. LeBron James has the chance to play professional basketball with his son. Let's be real, this is blatant nepotism. It's a classic case of who you know, not what you know. Nepotism has been part of the NBA for decades, with countless players, coaches, executives, and owners getting their shot due to family ties. Now, we're debating the integrity of a man who's played 21 NBA seasons and his son, all because they maximized a seemingly insignificant 55th pick in the draft. With nepotism working in their favor this time. We can criticize this decision, but let's face it, who wouldn't jump at the chance to play in the NBA with their child, even if it meant using a few connections to make this happen? Bronny James undoubtedly benefits from being LeBron's son, but LeBron and Bronny have the chance to achieve something truly unprecedented in NBA history. Their journey together isn't just about basketball, it represents a unique opportunity that transcends the value of any late second round pick. What are your thoughts on this unique NBA story? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe to our channel for more insightful content like this. Thanks for watching.